Did you just get here? Here's what we're up to today. Since Minnesota's being incredibly moody with the weather, I can't go fishing right now. There was like up to 10 inches ice, and then it's been warm and rainy and we've lost a bunch, so I'm killing some time. It's December 29th and it's finally getting below freezing maybe again for a while, so I've got a few weeks to kill. So I'm back up at the property. I've acquired miscellaneous things to put this wood stove in, and I'm going to show you how not to install it because I'm not doing anything to code. And don't follow anything I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. It's very wrong. The kit to actually install this is like 500 bucks just for like the main part of what goes through the wall. I didn't want to spend that because that's worth more than this trailer, I believe. So instead, I'm going to do it probably in my mind the right way. I've acquired some old pole barn tin, miscellaneous chunks of pipe. I did actually get one piece of the correct thing. That stupid silver thing was like $80. The rest of it was stuff my dad had laying around. I've got some paver stones I'm going to put down. I'm going to use this tin as kind of a block so the wall doesn't get too hot, and then I'm going to make my own pass-through for the wall for that. And I've done some creative thinking with fittings and adapters that it'll work, and in my mind it's going to be just safe and fine for the few times I'm going to be using this a year. It's not going to be running 100% of the time. I don't really have a plan like most things that I do. We're just going to figure this out as we go, and I'll hopefully have some wood heat in here because propane's expensive. And there's a whole bunch of trees outside that are dead that I can use to heat this place when I'm here, instead of paying for $65 for a tank of propane that lasts a week or two. Let's get started. We'll see what kind of tomfoolery I can come up with. All right, well, this is kind of where the home's going to be. It's got to be at least 15 inches from the wall, or from combustibles, and then 18 on either side. I'm going to move that. That stuff will get out of the way before this gets lit, but I think that's the rough home. Now, I just need to measure, figure out where I need to cut out a bunch of this paneling, and it looks like there might be a seam here. Ooh, perfect. I might be able to just cut that and pull that whole panel out and figure out what's back there. I don't know what studs I'm gonna have to work around, so that might shift this either way, and I can move some of that stuff if I need to. But I don't know, I think this stuff will work. I've got some more of it outside. I think I'm gonna extend it out just a little more in case embers and stuff fall out, and then I'd like to do another little pad over here, just a place to stack some firewood and stuff like that. But yeah, let's keep moving. So I got this here multi-tool I haven't tried yet. I'm just going to cut a big square out, and then we'll well, that worked okay. Oh, hey, look at that. I think we're going to probably shift this an inch or two to the left, and then I can just go right between those. We're going for a ride. About like that. Now I gotta do some thinking. So I came up with something. I got this and a hole. I'm just gonna cut that tin to fit over this whole opening, like all the way around here. And since this is already tin, and the clearance for this pipe says only 2 inches from combustibles, so I think if I just cut the hole out for that, I mean, it'll be 2 inches from anything, and I can kind of lay some tin in it here if I need to, just to kind of, I could probably cut a sliver of that and make a ring or something just to fit in here to block off all that. And I've got some high temp silicone stuff, I can seal it all. That's my thought, and then I'll just cut a hole. So this is almost the right dimension. I just gotta flatten it, cut a piece. This was, there's already a hole in here, so this was used once. I had one of them Shelter Logic big canvas tent things I used for deer hunting up here a long time ago. And I built a little wood stove and put it in through here, so it's kind of perfect that I'm using this for this. Hopefully I can get that hole maybe to line up roughly where it needs to, so I can just cut out a new opening. Otherwise I got a good section down here. I'm going to try to flatten this, cut it, get it figured out where I need to go, mark the hole, cut that, and then we'll see what we can do about sealing off the rest of that. Let me get to flattening. Makeshift flashing here. This old NASCAR, whatever, tin sign. I'm going to cut some strips out of it to use to border around a couple things, and I think that should work just fine. Here, I'll show you what I'm doing. Just marking this. I use the edge of this table here as a metal brake or whatever. And my hands. So fold line like that. There, look at that. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. A couple pieces of flashing. So I'm gonna finish all this stuff up, get it screwed in, cut the big hole around, and then I'm gonna screw up the other piece, cut the hole in that, slide the part of the chimney pipe through, and start sealing stuff. I've made progress. I finished off, added some more. That broke. It'll be fine. I'm going to seal some of that, but this hole got a little big. I'll have to figure something out. I think maybe I could find like a trim ring or something for the outside to cover that. But yeah, I basically got to get this one cut out, screwed to the wall, fit here, and then it's just piping up the outside, which should be pretty easy. Be nice. Got a little damper type deal. We'll come back when it's getting close. So, yep. Alright, so it is 5-6 days later since I started this and was recording last. The GoPro was just being stupid, and I didn't want to deal with it. So, I just finished this, and I've been burning it. It's been 5 days total. Nothing's lit on fire yet, so that's kind of cool. The rest of it was, I don't know, pretty boring. All sorts of hackery went into it, but just heating up my dinner here, and then I got a little more firewood to catch up on, but no, this thing works awesome in here. Oh, look at that. Nice warm tortillas. Perfect. So it's been about a week or more, 9 days, since I put this wood stove in. Everything's working great. I had to cut down a bunch more trees. Well, not a bunch. One? We'll call it two. Two really little ones and one decent sized one. So I got a bunch of firewood outside. But it's all stacked on this ledge outside the window. You can kind of see it through here. There's like a ledge in front of the trailer. I don't have a woodshed yet, and there's a roof over that, so deal with it. It's been working great. The neighbor had a infrared camera, and we checked, and like there's nothing that will burn the wall. So if anyone's safety conscious, my code works for me. And this isn't insured because it's not a permanent structure. So my insurance company was like, nah, it's too crappy, don't worry about it. That's what I tell myself. So right now, I don't know, it's 19 degrees outside, 17 degrees, something like that. I've been trying to boil coffee for like an hour, but it's been going awesome. I mean, it's nice and warm in here. I got thermometers all over the place. We'll show you a couple of those. See if this one will show up here. So you can see just shy of 20 outside, and it's 73 in here. And then I got this one, the Caterpillar one. That one's kind of, oh yeah, 70-ish on this one against the wall. Oh, on this end it's a little warmer. I did this creative fan mount on this coat rack to try to see if I can push some air that way, and then I had this. I'm trying to move air from the hot part to the cold part. But I think as far as this project goes, I didn't get to film a lot because of this thing. But that'll be, yeah, the end of the wood stove that's installed. I'm going to be hanging out up here, I think, probably another few weeks. Hopefully the lakes will freeze eventually. It's January 8th by now, so maybe by February I can get out and do some ice fishing, and then you don't have to watch me do like weird things and hack the wall apart. Alright, well, till the next one.